to know what's trending or you miss your favorite live shows, you can watch it all on our YouTube channel. Simply log on to www.youtube.com/channelsweb. Scroll down to your favorite program and click play. You can also view all uploaded videos by clicking on View All. Don't forget to subscribe and get the latest videos. If they are interesting, like them and be heard. Get connected with the channel's television YouTube page. The news at your fingertips.
From Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, this is the news at 10. Live from Channels Television. Reported tonight.
Hello and welcome. Tonight, Nigeria closes border with Cameroon as President Jonathan urges Boko Haram members to lay down their arms. Several leaders meet in Calabar, strategize ahead of the forthcoming national conference. Women hold dialogue with INEC chairman, seek more political positions in Nigeria to reflect female majority. And Egypt's interim prime minister resigns along with his entire cabinet.
And on business news, House of Representatives Committee on Finance raised concerns over 2014 budget revenue remittance, says estimates will be unrealistic.
And on sports news tonight, Enyimba demands compensation from Treasury's club for expenses incurred in their CAF Champions League encounter.
We begin tonight with what seems to be a stepping up of the fight against terror. The federal government today began tightening what could be seen as loose ends with the closure of Nigeria's northern border with Cameroon in an attempt to shut out the influx of terrorists. The closure extends from Borno State by Lake Chad to the southern end of Adamawa State, that's around halfway along Nigeria's 1,500-mile border with Cameroon. The Army, through the Office of the Commandant 23 Armored Brigade, Brigadier General Rogers Nicholas, says the closure is meant to effectively curtail the activities of insurgents. Borno and Adamawa states are already covered by a state of emergency, which President Goodluck Jonathan declared as part of an offensive meant to crush the Boko Haram sect. Where the President had declared a state of emergency on May the 14th, 2013 in 3 northeastern states. Now lay down your arms, and that's the call handed down to Boko Haram by the President, who's advocating constructive dialogue in place of the current violence. President Jonathan was speaking at an international gathering on human rights activists at the National Defense College, Abuja, Nigeria's Federal Capital Territory, where he told the gathering that the military was called in to restore normalcy, but regretted that sometimes such engagements have negative effects.
Unspeakable violence and acts of terror that have left scores dead. That is the situation in northeastern part of Nigeria, where Boko Haram seems to dominate. The federal government has done all it can to let peace return to the area, to no avail. This international seminar, organized by the Office of the Attorney General and that of the National Security Advisor, is to sensitize security personnel on the rules of engagement to ensure that the fight is carried out within the confines of the law. It affords the President another opportunity to plead with the Boko Haram sect to drop their arms.
I wish to use this platform to renew my previous call to members of the sect to lay down their arms and engage government in a constructive manner in order to address their grievances if truly they have any reason to do what they are doing. However, while awaiting a positive response from the Boko Haram sect, it is important to note that the government has a responsibility to protect the lives and property of our citizens, and no effort will be spared by this administration in discharging that responsibility. Let me use this occasion to commend members of our armed forces and security services for the sacrifices they have made in the service of our fatherland.
Those in attendance include the members of the armed forces, the police, representatives of civil society organizations, academia from within and outside the country. The National Security Advisor is worried about allegations of human rights abuse in the fight against terrorism. He hopes that the seminar will address the issue.
Allegations of human rights abuses and proportionality of military response to crisis situations are issues that have been thrown up within the country, as well as the international community. While the observance of appropriate rules of engagement has been institutionalized in the training of members of the armed forces, it is our conviction, particularly while organizing this seminar, that frequent sensitization will go a long way to encourage the armed forces to imbibe these norms and promote voluntary compliance.
Co-organizer and the nation's chief law officer is worried about the cost of fighting insurgents in the country. He is also concerned about how to protect the affected populations in the areas worst hit by the insurgents.
The prosecutor's recent report of November 2013 also made profound findings in respect of the Nigerian situation, as it confirmed that the incessant attacks and exchanges between the Boko Haram sect and security forces in Nigeria has attained the threshold of a non-international armed conflict, and that as from May 2013, those adjudged to be combatants could be held accountable for war crimes under Article 8.2, subparagraph C of the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court, i.e., great violation of the Common Article 3 to the Geneva Convention.
The seminar, many said, is coming at the right time. Observers are waiting to see how decisions taken here will assist the security operatives deal with insurgency once and for all without inflicting further damage on innocent souls. Chukwuma Onokusi, Channels Television News.
Well, in the midst of all this, the insurgents are not slowing down. As reports say, the group earlier today invaded Meriri village of Konduga local government area of Borno State, killing about 2 residents and setting many houses, shops and vehicles ablaze. Another set of terrorists revisited Idze village of Goza local government area and razed the entire village. Over 100 people were killed in that attack. But the town was also earlier attacked this month when terrorists ambushed the military post and killed 9 soldiers on the spot. Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry has condemned last week's attacks by Boko Haram and made a commitment to help Nigeria crack down on the militants, which the United States has identified as a terrorist organization. Mr. Kerry said the United States remains a committed partner of Nigeria's government as it targets Boko Haram and associated groups. Well, in the meantime, the governor of Borno State, Kashim Shettima, has visited Bama town in Borno State, that's northeast Nigeria, where he commiserated with residents over the recent attack by the Boko Haram sect. During his visit, the governor inspected some of the places destroyed by the sect members and later paid a courtesy call on the Shehu of Bama in his palace, where he donated the sum of 300 million naira for the rehabilitation of the town.
I would like to commend the people of Ghana for not neglecting the town.